like the new fuck me pray for them like Jacob Cesare. Kwame Bediako gidigidinya me pecha guy. Too much anger yent me beauty ye pecha guy. Yeah, ni abreko ye pecha guy. Come like the new fuck me pray for them like Jacob Cesare. Kwame Bediako gidigidinya me pecha guy. Too much anger yent me beauty ye pecha guy. Yeah, ni abreko ye pecha guy. Gotta get out of vacation, yeah, for the race. I look I wanna see no competition, no busa some women in Africa.
Right, Abushia Mama Kwaba, Abu Dia Sampa TV. I am a son for Dia Sampani. Trading up for beer quine me near her and dear. Mijidi said on aye. Samson and Meso Meho aye. Abushia and a bedin como, now come on, I bedino. More money, send you see under Dana, a gana home and como. A fanana Kwame Bediako at home. A bread at or call UTS. University for Development Students. Omo akache ono omo edi nkomo ahodo bebre na in fact Nana Kwame Bediako yo obi a ninim die ne ne nyansa mu edo na eduru me bi a ne nsam bi wo ho no ma oka kwagisa mitnasi etie no be empre de wo ho no ansa na manya entiase ewo and ye ina ye ni brofo so enye ye kasa and mostly ne kasa no akoye brofo until this time around nkomo a ekọ so wo ho no ye be breaking it down stand e be ya ye nyina ye benya mu entiase de bia me kasa na Kwame Bediako ho but me hu se men ka se abranti o se men ka he na dwen modo eno nti e na o ka se oya akora adwen da ni trim ne de mpemfo adwane no okan so a omwa inti se ne be ya yen chawo ne yeko ne yeko tie ba se ne be komesrawo ena ne de dikan wa shi odi asempa TV subscribe to channel no share na like it invite afo from on meka busiakuo no se ne be ya abrene abrebia ye the video for so edit mu a onso nsa be kan bi no wanya bi ahwe efe ebi a wo ye bema o mema se enko ye unya de boss wa no waje mu aye mre peche ni obe se fa number na egu ase o 054 330 4976 and I say I want that low sperm count, cocoa and a diabetes, asthma, hepatitis B, a stroke and a boo for 1 month. The only problem for number no. Me wada sani bia ho adaje bibi a kire wadwe bia o de bisa me menya abotre eno atwetwe enkomo yenko tie Nana Kwame Bediako yenfa the breakdown embra.
Thank you very much. If you will pardon me, I would like to stand in the middle instead of in front of the podium because I want to be right here and have contact with everybody in this place. What an amazing audience. First of all, I would like to acknowledge all the people that have taken their time to come and share this moment with me. There are some SRCs and some dignitaries and some leaders and some boys and girls and some youth and some powerful people all up in this whole mess. It's very powerful. I can feel the energy here. Okay. All right. So these Jama boys have also taken me back. So, big up to them. Thank you very much. Well, let me start. I would have loved to introduce a lot of people who have come here to support me, including the entire university, and the president, yourself, everybody, my wife, and my very good friend, Tata Bundles, for representing me, in family. All my friends are very tall, but this is my very friend. He's very cute. He's petite and he's powerful. And that's what we should see amongst ourselves. There is no way we can measure human beings. We have to value human beings. I like to start my speech by 3 things that I respect so much in this world that has taken me this far. 1 is humanity. 2 is nature. And 3 is the world. When you respect these 3 things, you will find everything in it. You will find value in humanity. You will build wealth with humanity. And you will create products with nature. You would build your principles with nature. And the world, you can only add value to it. It keeps growing and it keeps becoming better and better and better and better. So I decided to make sure I'm one of the people that would go down in history with the legacy of adding value to humanity, value to nature, and value to this world.
And now Kwame Bediako ade baako a em say nipa dodo na enhye ne so. We any a friend kandini aya na da bia meka nipa ente ase. Onya discrimination and onim the importance of human life, of value time. O de ebia na meka wunya hu we ye comparison ya nom ko omo campaign omo rally na o de ya hwe ne e koso wo hono no obo so mu se mabunu na atiagum he ni ama fansa na omo so magya inde na omo so atiagum fansa ne sa but na Kwame Bediako yo obi a all the time eye adwuma because akobi oye babunu na wakom mabunu mu na ye de jamani ade asi from na ka oboa also ono so gina mu bia part of value time all the time ye adwuma and asem a okaye concerning say life na nkasa no ankanu anu no and we na ama ye stars bi omo ye legend ni ade no da bia na omo ka this message most of omo nyom no message ni na ejina say let's make the world a better place and say ade a anka asofo ene your religious body no ain't preaching much more about making this world a better place. I'm telling you, and can you say nipa yes see opinion na ye bray your win because 1 to make the world a better place, no, I was say you value nature and I was say you respecting human being and you know na some dey bia the way osika na so abon to front won ti ase inti nipa ankasa no eye equality I say you hu nipa bia say ye nipa baako enu na akọ the spiritual beings for no and as a ban say Hare Krishna ni ade for na almost feel see say like nipa emoa like every creature is a living organism and as a spiritual body into no we need to respect each and everyone in equal direction and into no more there they go to the extent say they don't kill animals, they don't eat animals and a whole lot of stuff and about the same nature you respecting nature and so on yensuo ene ya body ahodo our plants ne ade atwa ye ho ahia nyina no ye better say ye be treating the world ne agye enema a esefata and with all this no add value to the world because you respecting every race being it white, black, Indian, carrot or whatever no e basa na ema wiase na nkasa wo na mu a wo feel safe because enye say ebia ebi mo feel say the blacks are slaves and answer omo ne de yen blacks na kwaye nkofo bi a ye de ye nim hwe enti no anything also mo take advantage and as anka ye nyina ye hu ye as equal people and the world will be a better place and until na abrebe ni video ba ko aye post here I don't know I think say some videos say bia me reaction na me ye ho reaction no e wa ha no o say on time broni and on time bibini and it doesn't matter say broni take advantage and as then na all ye no ono no e wo a purpose say Obey add value to the world and humanity and nature. I think say ɛno ne ade anka yɛn nyinaa yɛhwɛ yɛn mpanyinfoɔ yi a dabi ama yɛn nuanom binom ɛbaahye wɔn left and right nyinaa no ɛyɛ deɛ ntia because discrimination because wɔn dwen wɔn kɔ wɔn abusua ho wɔn dwen wɔn kɔ wɔn yɛfunu ho wɔn dwen temamufoɔ no ho wɔde hwɛ obi te sɛ Ibrahim Traore ɔnyɛ selfish nti no recently meyɛ sɛ this guy mehyɛ aseɛ ayɛ ne reaction videos ɛwɔ ha no but mɛtiefoɔ n'ankasa na in fact more yam na yɛ sɛ yɛ channel gye sɛ Nana Kwame Bediako ho asɛm kwa na yɛka yes ɛyɛ okay but yɛ nkɔfoɔ deɛ ɛtoto nkɔfoɔ deɛ ho and ɛno no betumi invite other people krama at least wɔn ahu sɛ no the message we are preaching no it's leading to somewhere so we need to make changes ɔwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ nsesa ɔho ɛyɛ anam nso mɛ mborɔfo mɛ nya adeɛ sɛ fi ɛyɛ anam borɔfo no epiepie ɔho Ibrahim Traore this modern cars here made them nim bidi omo aman bi because this year no ankasa na this year the wire world most hero president o enti president bi apeso ode ne ho ye den ebo ne bi cars ye de buy o choose say no obe use ono ankasa ne pick up because oye president and was surprised those cars no e dey ama doctors because also doctors needing more and hospitals near them and share that ND mu and wire even crown some mobile clinic cars be and also what distribute like kind of media no way can want some try to say video here be post about small boy message out the my politicians say and cause that video we a trendy but untrendy wow nti odi ama mo say mo na say your friend mo say be a patient bi mo here or here rescue faster I was more rushing to the home onya selfish nti ni kro man for a penasem nti we humanity na Nana Kwame Bediako kan ho asam no and or respecting nature because oyobi a ofrenya me and about say our traditional worship ni ade so na or respecting bibia into or add value to the world we any idea you ready if you can for no and I think say for now Ghana there yi obi te say na aye bia for Giana ayenya ne ya ono eye typical example e the mai and e bi so na Nana Kwame Bediako dey e kan no nti say you making the right decision to choose the right leaders I think say yes say before we need to psychic our mind but you the right leaders the mind will psychic itself automatically because you have a friend one man on it or say odi asampa Ghana system no aya to the extent say akoya mna say system na nkasa na a program your youth na ma ya dane akronfo anaso wo adwuma mkura wo so wo bokro no because o two kwan e no hu say no there are some things ono no pa no fit so ye di papa o Ghana ho but o two kwan no ko hu say no there are some things kwa o ye no Ghana ha no na e wrong adentia the system is working right into no the system is changing the people automatically into na make say Ghana need to be free Ghana ha no ekwa ama no ne emra wo ho no otumi di mra so kwa chi no ankasa na ye omukuro no oh eno na ye kan ho asam so the yentoa
time is what you have to plan the most out of. I started by when I was just 8 years old. I wanted to do something for myself, for my mother, and for my brother. My mother was very poor. My brother was very bad. You know, these two things, if you have it in one house, you have to be very strong to grow, walking on the right path. I wanted to do something with my time, so I learned how to put my time together. By the time I was 11 years old, I was embarking on my first journey. Now, journey, why am I saying journey? Journey is something that I want everybody in this auditorium to take it serious. Because right now, you have on a journey. You are in the university, you're far away from your parents, you're far away from your homes. You're taking decisions for yourself. So when you embark on journey, please make sure you take notes of these points I'm giving you. I might not be the smartest or the wisest person to educate you or to teach you how to become skillfully rich or successful, but I can share this knowledge with you because I believe the value of knowledge is for us to share it. So please take notes carefully. If you are embarking on a journey, you are going to get one benefit from that. It means you take decisions. Now, how many people are here that have thought of decisions being so powerful in their life? You see, there's one decision that you're going to take, and it's going to take you back 5 years. There's one decision that you're going to take, and it's going to move you 5 years ahead of your friends. So I want you to keep, the minute that you accept today that you are on a journey, going somewhere in life, the next thing that you need to do is to take a decision. And when I'm saying decision, take the right decision. You can take the wrong decision and it will take you back. You can take the right decision and it will take you forward. Now, what happens when you take decisions? You see, we're still talking about time. And your time is what is giving you the chance to do all of this. What happens when you take a decision? A lot of people in this world, including the people in the university and outside the university, everybody is looking for a choice. You just want a choice. That's a bad choice to do. Take a decision of what you want to become, what you want to do, and the choice will come in. After you take the decision, you will have a lot of choices along the way. Then after decisions are taken, you realize the greatest job in life: responsibilities. How many of you are responsible for someone else's life in this room? I want to see some hands up. Wow, you see? So you guys are just about to walk through the door. Somebody is responsible for you. That life is a karma. Your mind should be on you becoming the person that is going to be responsible for the next one that is coming, or the one beside you. But you need to take decisions first before you get into responsibility. Now, I know a lot of people have been wondering, where did this boy come from? And all of a sudden, who is Jacob Caesar or Nana Kwame Bediako or this or that or that? No, I have come from a long way. The journey is what I'm trying to share with you, the stories. I have 11 qualities. And these qualities is what I'm trying to share with everybody in this room. When I decided to be responsible for myself, for my decisions, for the things that I have to do, I was just 13 years old. But I was still being taken care by my mother and my brothers. Now I am in Accra, and I have friends in secondary school, nice guys. They like all the good things: jama, alcohol, women, lifestyle. But you know what? I always remembered that I had a plan and I had taken a decision. So that kept me on a different path. And by the time I was 15, guaranteed that I was already a businessman inside. From the inside, and I was managing relationships because of responsibility. I was a man when I was already considered as a boy. Today, I want most of you to live here. Even though you look like a boy, you start to have this man instincts of responsibilities, of having a plan that will make you make the best use of your time. After some steps that I took in my life, after 15 years old, I was still in school, but going to college wasn't as being in secondary school. Going to college, I had to move to England, and I thought that it was going to be simple because it's Abrochre, where every one of you probably want to go. But I hope that some of you travel and have that experience and bring some skills back home. But my college times was not the best time for me because I wasn't as interested in education as much as I used to be. Some of you will go through these problems. It was my hardest time in life. I needed to choose whether my life was going towards books or my life was going towards my vision. Now, I'm not saying that the books is not as good as the vision, but I'm saying that there comes a time you really need to choose what you want to do after you take a decision. So I was gearing towards more business. And business is to another, to another, to another, and then I started to change other things. And I'm sure everybody in this room is looking after that. You know what? Everybody will be going out there at one point.
Jane, onim, on my Ghana, yadia bako ya woman say ankana na Kwame Bediako wo. Wo de wo a wo mpena asem kra. Ne message na reji ade a woman anka peke. Follow no na fa ball bala. But near ya woman say ya won kofo bebre wo ho no ma. Omun tie no even just 2 minutes that. But always be omo criticize no because sa message anana Kwame Bediako edeba no ena sanka Ghana for so-called educated people no etna ase etie nensem eno omo digest na anka think say ombetena ase eba ne say ekoyo ka say ye be dredge a obi o ha wate ne keke but ontena ase kura bi say enti ekwan be no say ye be fa so ye betumi aye recently ye ko program na madam police ni ba akokwa ye ka say obedi asantefo ehun efew. And with explanation our man say insuo no because epo no e wananfo and the river bodies no and as asanteman mu no e wo esoro and me so me man narrative bi say upon say cien fan say e wo soro no river bodies ne e bi omunnim a me matena those insuo no epen insuo no ekọ in the direction to the sea. A blue season be so na sen attend in the direction of the source of that river body no. Inti then the chance say ye dredge na say epo no enya chance na say because ye na ye nim epo no pressure or deba and so to me man a chance so one oba nti na ma adrum bi kra na ye sea defense any ade no. Oh inti na Kwame Bediako eka decision ehun asem and say bia who experience be that there who near all children me ankasa for instance me take that decision nibi and the decision now we be taking no it should come with a vision goals and you can say determination. I was say we say this decision me taking is the right decision and that decision also na me taking no and the me ko wie baby pa na mo baby pa na be ko wie no and wasa me ye dem me ko okoden na de me ko dru wono me one of asemi a work me take that side decision ni bi from secondary school me dem ya me we hustle dada at the age I me drew me JSS me be ko secondary school na me embassy me dan na masiesie excuse me to say na me ankasa wura me dem a na me wo mo no na me ame papa kra owo me awotwe yi na yi na ebi eni ne dem oh into me take na me was right then after secondary school me take decision say no me ni obi a obefeda me education ni ade and me na fofo no ebi mo so ekọ ni ade if that's the case there then me go into business side and to be honest with determination ni ade with the vision you know I was able to pass through but niema bi and I assign train nipa assigned to this point and yes still because the vision the dreams are higher no we are still there ekwe enim say you be reach your goals enti decision and Kwame Bediako sometimes no obi wo ho no ma or opportunity to make money aside school but oya na adwen say bia school ni nko a na o ka na nye nkase school boni o but sometimes no asase so I buy and you obi na ba betumi akosu akọ akiri obi te say Dangote ne ya papa o say Kwame despite enum ne ade nyina no wo hwe omo background a omo hwe da ni higher education qualification bia but they are the richest they are the billionaires even kra no komu a your elite for bebre so kra wo ho no ma omo education na nkasa low and those who with PhD and those high degrees in there no kra no omo source of income and I say you can omo riches are limited enti eno na Kwame Bediako ka ho asa no abusua de yan to speech ne so the last part no ehɔ na ankasa na ensɛm akɛse na ankasa ɛwɔ a I would like say you bedru on na yaba but a video no because ɛyɛ reaction ne nti no you be divide no ebum ye be part 1 and part 2 into uwie we a don't forget say obehwe the next one yen to aso
and business is to another to another to another, and then I started to change. I wanted other things, and I'm sure everybody in this room is looking after that. You know what? Everybody will be going out there at one point to chase this money. But before you go there to do that, I am sharing a story with you that money is not supposed to be chased, because you're not going to get a lot of it when you chase it. Money is going to come to great thinkers. I was lucky to discover this at an early age. I had to commit to the money. I had to commit to it, but I remember that what do I live for? Time. So I realized that time was what was behind the story of me trying to make money. And guess what I did? I didn't want to value myself for an hour. The first job I got was in McDonald's. I didn't like it because I was already selling clothes at the back of a car boot, and it was making me more money than the hour that they marked me in McDonald's. So I had to quit the job. But I said to myself, I'm worth hundreds of dollars in an hour. So what am I doing here? I am using time to call for my riches. I am using time to call for my value. You are doing the same. You're using time to educate yourself. And after 3 years, you need to know what you're going to use the other 3 years that you have, and the other one that is. If you don't plan it well and you think you're going to chase money or riches, I'm sorry, you might end up being in someone else's shop or organization who will tell you what you're worth in an hour. I want all of you to be inspired at this very moment that you are priceless. The fact that you're growing and you're young, power, you have a long future ahead of you, that makes you priceless. Your value cannot be estimated. It's all up to you. If you take this decision that you are going to live your life by planning yourself. Then by the time I was 17, now I had become a very serious man, businessman. Some of you are in university today. Can I see some hands up? Is anybody into business here? Does anybody have their own business? Okay. Okay. Well, if you have your own business, is anybody paying their fees and taking care of yourself here? Well, shout out to all of you who are already responsible for their lives and for themselves. But don't be responsible for yourself alone. Remember, the woman and the man that raised you in that building is waiting for you to take care of them one day. And that's going to tell you that you don't have a lot of time left. So I would like to break down really what life and this time is for everybody. So I want by the time I leave here, you will see what time you have left. I am going to choose 70 years. It's a very long time for all of us to live. Okay? That by that time you become an old man or an old woman. Let's break the 70 years down so all of you can see the time you have left. Your first 5 years, you know nothing. Your last 5 years, you know everything, but you can't do anything. That's 1 decade gone. And every day you're going to sleep 6 hours, at least. So out of the 70 years that you've lost 1 decade, if you sleep 6 hours a day, that's 2/3. But let me be conservative and say, so now you only have 4 decades left. 40 years. That is if God will bless you to see 70 years old. Let's see what we can do with the 40 years. This is the only years you have in life. To spend 21 years of that time to educate yourself, to have a degree, to acquire a job, to become rich, successful, president, father, mother, have a grandchild, and build businesses and all of that. You have it in 4 decades. But out of the 4 decades, 20 years is going to go on education. So really, your greatest moment with time for you to plan is 20 years. Am I speaking to people here? I mean, you probably never broke it down properly. But this equation, there is no teacher. There is no lecturer. There is nobody that is going to teach you this on campus. When I told you I'm coming to share my success story, I didn't mean that I'm coming to show you exactly how to make money. Nobody can teach you how to make money. There is no coaches that can coach people to make money. No, it's a lie. I came to share one of the biggest secrets with you so you can understand that if your 10 years, this very moment, life is saying good morning. It's very beautiful. You have no responsibilities, you have no problems. But the minute you turn 25, going to 30, life comes back and says, good afternoon. And as it's saying good afternoon, you're going with the time and time and time and time. By the time you hit 50, 55, the same life, good evening. And in your 60s, heading to your 70s, life simply says, good night. So if you didn't really do anything, please, don't blame anyone, blame yourself, because you didn't see the value of your time. Everyone in this space is supposed to understand that time is the most valuable aspect, the pinnacle of blessings, of riches, of wealth can only be accumulated with time. Now, this would probably let me voice out about the master.
Tiabushia, send a beginning no make a show, and no one no waka no hold no. Time and Kasa Yadia, a band son and Kwame Bediako from my stadiums on Find the Agro. And into all year conference, and as a baby grana with questions and more time. To be an the number of time or baby sign a question. And say, Uyo be a one me by a time and Kasa Yadia a precious. And if say, what the time may dear grow when you bounce on na adia day, edu. Intina ban say successful businessmen, and I say a can businessmen for our baby brainer, or more for more time any day in Diablo. And one thing are Africans. Especially in Ghana for a time. It is a yenya can ni say on find time in ya brokana. Into America say if said the system is working around, the mind will cycle itself automatically. Say ye the inshishepa yenya can ni not the inshishepa egu na kwemo won. Adwen na nkasa no ebesesa intent so. Hwere wonder I'm president by your dance share per goo and sorry wasting for time near dear obey. Shimpuntu are echoso and the people no Adriano assassin within a twinkling of an eye. No, inti no any idea medica can and Kwame Bediako abeka hon asamono and that through that no and all the betchere ne max no ehon asemo. Abusia ebeko ekotie ehono aba. Na if you want to move back, if you know, yeah, the next reaction, no, and about mesro, and then they can watch videos and party if you subscribe to channel and share. Like invite her from Mekan Bushokono, send away a brand new baby, the video for edit 2 months, on Saturday can be na wahe. I wish I may person, mesro. share video no emam yentie ne aka no.
Now, this would probably let me voice out about the mask and the man behind the mask and the other man behind the mask. Other man and the other man. Because that man came with time. Now, you might say, what is he doing? He has a business. Why can't he concentrate on the business? He has money. Why can't he just spend his money and live life good? Why does he want to be in politics? No, I don't want to be in politics. I don't even understand politics. In fact, I don't even know how to become an assemblyman because I don't know anything about it. But one thing I know for sure is that the good God has governed me so well to become a leader. And here's the difference between a leader and a politician. A politician would always move with a program, but a leader would always come with a vision. And vision is very important because all the things I talked about, yes, you need vision to be able to activate it. A politician wants to be elected so he can become a president. A leader just wants to build a nation. And I really want to build a nation. You see, I have been looking at a lot of people who have been leading Africa in the past 30 to 40 years. And one thing that they've been doing, that they've been practicing, which is common in every country, is promises. A lot of promises. I don't want to be the one that will promise you. It's not a good thing to practice. But I want to be that leader that you know that have a purpose, a vision, and the power to build, to add value, to create and earn, have wealth. This is what I have come for. Everything that I have started on this journey after my success story of business, because I am probably tired of just building assets and creating wealth and me looking like the one who is successful when you have more potential than me. I am finding a way to share this knowledge. So I have embarked on this journey to be able to move with the youth of this country. I think your voice really matters. And I think we should skip the noise and obey the voice. Whatever that is being heard or said in our heads, in our minds and our soul, that is what we need to do. The things that I used to hear in my head, I did not forgo them. I went and activated some energy in me. I activated my knowledge, my wisdom with courage, and I moved forward. I stepped and I did it.
Nti abusue on say on make statement be say we have to escape the noise and listen to the voice. We hadie bi a ajira yemu bebre kane no na tetefo no bu baby say sunie emma adwen enye se sunie no ene ebe empathy na region e de ama wo but abra wakọ akoda hodin na wama adwen no e kasa akira wo no se u focus wo adwen nsem a oka akira wo na eno ebe mo wanya the right results for decision anase anamon a wo se wo ye de utu no aho and we ya de a ha ye mu bebre abranya abrabia kasa Ghana ye be kasa wade ho saa but you take the right decision enti ye ba kasa ye de saa ni ato agu because we didn't listen to the voice and one say de na ye yes but instead say ye betie ye mu kasa no eno ya anya bi eno na Kwame Bediako e ka ho asem na me say na Kwame Bediako on this guy and maybe in the interview okay I said oh no or you're fortified and he has the third eye now go for say ne kasa mu ankasa no e contain a whole lot sustainable for life a band says spiritual or honor wisdom or honor motivation like and one from the beginning speech now here or my abusia mesraw so be subscribe to channel no me do be see share the next video for the reaction it was on ho na obekire kwan ayankofo fa so na kwan fa so nya osika ni aden ho na obekire mu then there are some questions students no ebisa na questions emudo and with the final words no I think say marvelous. Don't forget to watch my next video. Macron.
Ano kwamo mianka na awodi nipa pina ekwa tete mu pao amani pampempema wale agu odia sampa spiritual and herbal center awo wo mo yade se wo mbe mu wanya basisi a yade bi tise stroke gonorrhea anabama wale mre e wampamu low sperm count wo mo wanu aduro tatahwe ene je sam se sabane sunsumu nsama wo mo tenete se ye sunsumu aware anasa yare bi ne yade amawo pampabone anabo ana wanya abai amane court case wo betu charge osisi a enam omadwuma panti ni pampempem ene befo mo kofie ekoye sunsumu nyuma edemom se mosini ene enzimani akabom dia sunsumu niama asie betu obi aje wukunu anasa wo yere awaresem adwuma sam akwantuom nsam ni nyina aya sumasem fabadan odia sampa spiritual and herbal center obehuyan
New Koforidua ejoso ne konongo infinfin aye Ashanti region. My number I didi jumano 054 330 4976 and I say 020 134 0421 054 330 4976 and I say 020 134 0421.
Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center. You be do us some amount.